Welcome to my YouTube channel. Students, in the last class we have discussed about the pH scale, and with the help of the range of pH scale we could understand the strength acid and the strength base. Okay, so today you are going to learn about preparation and the properties of some salt. So without wasting time, let's begin. So first we will discuss common salt, NaCl, which is chemical formula, and the chemical name is sodium chloride. Okay, sodium chloride, or it is also known as table salt. Now how it is formed? It is formed by the combination of hydrochloric acid and sodium hydroxide. That means a acid and a base, and this acid base, when they react, it is also known as a neutralization reaction. So in this reaction, sodium chloride, the common salt, is formed with the water. Okay, it's very simple. Now some properties. It is a salt that we use in our food. Seawater contains many salt dissolved in it, which is obtained on large scale by separating other salt from it. It is also obtained from the rock water. These are the large solid crystals salt which are brown due to impurities. That means due to the presence of some impurities, they are brown. It is an important raw materials for the various materials of daily use like sodium hydroxide, baking soda, washing soda, bleaching powder, etc. So sodium chloride is very important for all these substances. Okay, and for sodium chloride there is no any problem. Next, moving to next point, we have a bleaching powder, and the chemical name is calcium oxychloride, CaOCl2. Okay, now what is the preparation of bleaching powder? It is produced by the action of chlorine on dry slag lime. Okay, it is dry slag lime, and when it is reacted with the chlorine, then calcium oxychloride, the bleaching powder, with water is formed. Okay, so this is very much important. Now what is the uses of this calcium oxychloride, or normally it is commonly known as bleaching powder? It is used for bleaching cotton and linen in textile industries. That means to give the dye in the cotton and linen clothes, generally bleaching powder is used. Okay, and it is used as disinfectant for water, to make water free of germs. Clear? And then it is used as an oxidizing agent in chemical industries. Oxidizing agent, to oxidize any object, any substance in chemical reaction. Sometimes this calcium oxychloride or bleaching powder also have been used. So these are very common uses or application of bleaching powder in our everyday life. So students, next we have, so one of the very important salt, that is this is base, uh, sodium hydroxide or caustic soda. This process also known as chloroalkali process. Why? Because in this process, or in this reaction, chloro stand for chlorine, and alkali means a base that dissolve in water, right? That means chlorine and alkali will be formed in this reaction. So this reaction directly it is not possible like sodium chloride. Okay, like sodium chloride it is not possible, like we have seen here. Sodium chloride and uh, hydrochloric acid and sodium hydroxide is reacted to form sodium chloride and water. But here, to form the sodium hydroxide, sodium chloride and water, they cannot form this sodium hydroxide. Okay, the reason is that some reactions are not reversible. Okay, HCl plus sodium hydroxide reacting and then forming this, it is formed the sodium chloride. It does not mean that sodium chloride and water react to form sodium hydroxide. Not, it is not possible, because some all chemical reactions are not reversible, and that's why here in caustic soda or sodium hydroxide, it is seen the electrolysis of sodium chloride and water will have to do, and that is why we have taken electrolytes here in a container, two electrodes. One is negative electrode, which is known as cathode, another is positive electrode, which is known as anode, and here a battery is connected. Okay, and then here we have taken the solution of sodium chloride, a brine, actually it is aqueous, so brine, it is also known as brine, and it is a water. Okay, so here what happens, we have four types of ions here: sodium ions, chlorine ions, hydrogen ions, and hydroxyl ions. So here what happens, this sodium could be attached to this negative electrodes. Okay, but it is not possible because sodium is very reactive, highly reactive as compared to these hydrogen ions, and that is why instead of sodium ions, these hydrogen ions will be cling to this electrode, negative electrodes, and it gains some electrons to form hydrogen gas, right? And students, you should remember that when the electron is gained by any ions, that phenomenon is known as reduction. Electron gain is, it is reduction, electron loses, it is called oxidation. But in oxidation and reduction, what we have come to know, when oxygen is added, when oxygen is gained or hydrogen is lost, is called, what is called this, oxidation. On the other hand, when hydrogen is gained or oxygen is lost, that is what called reduction. But in term of electrons, if any ions, okay, if any ions gain electron, that is what called reduction. At the same time, if any ions lose electrons, that is what called oxidation or oxidized. So this is what happens exactly here. Sodium is very reactive, so it does not directly cling to this electrode. Instead of that, hydrogen ions will be cling to your, okay, and that is why still sodium will have the tendency to react with other ions. At the same time, again here, this chlorine will comes to the this positive electrode, that is anode, to form chlorine. So here what happens actually, this hydrogen is gaining electrons from here to form this hydrogen, and here this chlorine ions lose electrons to form chlorines. Okay, that's what happened here, and the remaining this hydrogen sodium ions and the hydroxyl ions will combine together in this during this electrolysis to form sodium hydroxide. Clear? So let's see here what happens actually. At cathode, hydrogen gains electrons and get reduced, that is two ions of hydrogens gaining two electrons to form two atoms of hydrogen or hydrogen gas. At anode, what happens here, chlorine loses electrons and get oxidized, that is two chlorine ions loses two electrons to form two and then it gains chlorine gas. So what is the overall reaction here? You should remember this actually. For understanding only I am showing this, how does it form. Sodium chloride, it is shown here, and water in presence of electricity. Okay, by passing electricity only this reaction is possible, and that is why it is called electrolysis. Then here sodium hydroxide, a basic substance which is known as caustic soda, is formed. Chlorine gas, already I have shown here, and hydrogen gas, it is formed. This chlorine, sodium chloride, aqueous sodium chloride, it is called brine. Now what is the uses of the new products of form here? Sodium hydroxide, it is used as a degreasing metal. Greasing means what? Putting grease and making it very smooth in running. Degreasing means removing uh, greasing from that, and for making soaps and detergent, for making papers, and for artificial fibers it is used. Okay, next we have the chlorine. It is generally used for the water treatment, swimming pool. CFC means chlorofluorocarbon. Chloro means chlorine, and that's why in CFC also chlorine used. And PVC, polyvinyl chloride, PVC wire you have seen in the black wire, very bigger in size as compared to normal wire. Okay, polyvinyl chloride. Next Hydrogen, you can see it is used generally for as a fuels, formation of this ammonia for fertilizers. Again, so here what happens, again this hydrogen and chlorine combine together, means react together to form hydrochloric acid, and which is used for cleaning steel, ammonium chloride, to make for making ammonium chloride, and for medicine and some cosmetic articles items. Similarly, sodium hydroxide and chlorine also react and combine to form bleach, which is used for household bleaches and bleaching fabric. So these are what about the formation of caustic soda, and I hope at least you have understood something about the preparation and the properties of various salts and substances. So students, with this I will end up my video. Thank you.